Well, murder accused Christopher Panayiotou will know tomorrow if he's been granted bail. Panayiotou is said to have masterminded the abduction and murder of his wife Jade on the 21st of April this year.
Well, Magistrate Abgail Beeton has just concluded the hearing in Port Elizabeth's Magistrates Court. She asked many questions this morning. One of them was what amount would be suitable for bail. Advocate Terry Price has indicated 50,000 rand would be the figure.
Beeton also asked about whether Panayiotou's mistress, Chanel Coutts, could implicate him in any way, while Advocate Price has said his client would report to a police station every day and that he would be prepared to carry a designated cell phone on which the investigating officer could contact him at any time. Well, for more on this now, we cross to our reporter, Janine Lee. She's in our Port Elizabeth studios. Janine, good to talk to you. The magistrate now set to deliver judgment tomorrow after what we understand to be a bit of back and forth in court today, and Panayiotou's defence referencing the Oscar Pistorius trial several times. What's been happening?
Yes, as you said, Natasha, I think tomorrow will be an extremely quick judgment. She will make that at 10 o'clock, and then next week she will give full reasoning why her judgment was either bail or bail denied. But as you did mention the Oscar trial, the very beginning of this bail application more than 3 weeks ago, in fact, the Oscar trial was mentioned, and there are so many similarities with the Oscar trial and this trial, although they are very different. One of them being that the cell phones were wiped in the Oscar trial, as were the cell phone records in this trial were also wiped. But I think the fact that any case in South Africa where a man now is found guilty or accused of killing his loved one or wife, the Oscar trial is going to come up. It's always going to be a benchmark. But today, when Advocate Terry Price started to mention other trials in the Oscar trial, Magistrate Beeton nipped it extremely quickly in the bud and said, let's just concentrate with the facts that are in front of us and let's concentrate on this trial. But it's bound to come up again and again, and I'm sure it will come up when this goes to the High Court.
All right, Janine, and any other new evidence that's been heard?
Yes, what was quite interesting this morning is that the middleman, Luthando Sayoli, we now have heard that he will be a state witness, and this is a strong point for the state's case, as much of the evidence that they have rests on what Sayoli has to say, and the fact that he is going to be give state evidence possibly may exclude him from any jail time. So that was one of the most important points today. And another point was that the mistress of Panayiotou, Chanel Coutts, her name was mentioned today, and the magistrate, one of the questions she asked was, what evidence does Coutts have, and could she implicate Panayiotou in any way? Now, she is going back today to revisit her original judgment that she had made and she was meant to deliver today. And I think she's going to look closely at the Chanel Coutts issue, because Chanel Coutts, not like the other accused, and she hasn't been implicated in the murder, she's not behind bars. She is still working at the OK Bazaars that Panayiotou owns and where he manages. And one of the state's reasons why he should not get bail is the fact they're saying that he will interfere with witnesses. Now, if his mistress Chanel Coutts knows anything or could implicate him, this is significant as to one of the reasons why he should not get bail. But we will hear that tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and it's likely to be a very quick judgment.
All right, Janine, thank you very much. We'll leave it there. Janine Lee, live from Port Elizabeth for an update on the Panayiotou murder trial.